I got to ask you a question. So I want you to do this. I want you to think about this. We live in a country where when a balloon flies over, we're cool, man. We're fine. We don't panic. But imagine you lived in a war-torn country. Imagine you lived somewhere under attack by the Russians. Imagine. I actually brought a player over from I guess it was the former Yugoslavia. I don't know. But he talked about getting bombed. Boom, bam, bam, bam. He's playing basketball and there's a bomb's going. Imagine. All right? Imagine you don't hear sirens for a long time. I mean, imagine this. But yet you're sitting there and you are in a war-torn country. And because some pandering president from the United States comes over, this happens. Let's go. Let's show you what happened yesterday.
I've been here for the past 5 days. I have not heard any explosions. I have not heard any air sirens until about half an hour ago, right when President Biden was in the center of Kyiv, as Clarissa was just mentioning.
Imagine that. Now, I want you to think about that. So for 5 days, this guy's been there. There hasn't been an explosion, hasn't been a siren, nothing. So for once, I mean, I don't even know what's going on there. Is this a plot? I don't know. I have no idea. No, a lot of people are starting to say, wait a second, we don't see footage on the war. We don't see none of this. Okay, fine. I'm going to assume that there is a war. All right? But imagine you are over there, living there, and for 5 days, as this guy on CNN said, nothing. And then you hear it. Now I want you to think about that. And then you hear it. You're a citizen of this place. And then all of a sudden, you're in a panic. I mean, hell, people in Indianapolis, I think it's like every other Saturday at 10 a.m., the emergency sirens go off and half the people here panic. This is evil, what our president did to these people. But this is our president. This is what we do. We pander for votes, anything for a vote. Now, I got to tell you, it used to be I just cared about gas price. I cared about the stock market. I don't want to hear the word inflation. And I'm still with that. And I want to get behind this. I want to get behind this president. Sure, gas prices are still higher, but they've at least come down to a reasonable rate. Stock market, at least my 401k, seems to be gaining a little bit of ground. Knock on wood. Inflation seems to be receding, although it's ridiculously high. This president is awful. He's the Jimmy Carter. Hopefully Jimmy Carter, I know he's in hospice, but he's the Jimmy Carter of our time as a president. But this is pure evil. This is unadulterated evil to do this to people. All of a sudden, I just always try to think, if I put myself in the place of these folks, what would I feel like when all of a sudden sirens go off and you're like, what in the heck's going on here? And, oh, wait a second, it's just this clown president with a photo op. That's all it is. It's a photo op. Now I want you to think about that just for a second. This is supposedly a war. This is a war that is draining our money. This is a war where people are getting killed. I'm being told by all you smart guys on Twitter, and you know how that is, but all these smart guys, well, he had to go there because World War III is about ready to start. Oh, okay. All right, if that's what you're telling me, then fine. It's a war, whatever. Right? Okay. Well, why are we pandering in the middle of a war? See, we used to have generals as president. We used to have people of honor. Now we've got a career politician who is literally stealing our money, but that's not even the worst of it. Imagine yourself in this situation. And you wake up and you're like, man, it's been 5 days, as that reporter said, and all of a sudden, boom, what? We're in war again? I gotta take my kids and then you realize it's all for this clown so that he can have a photo op. Honest to God, people, and I know you don't understand this. I know, well, you guys understand, but I know most people just blindly defend their president, and that certainly was true with Trump. But my God, you can't do that. You can't do that to people. I mean, I know he's screwing the American people. I get it. I mean, he does it every single time that he can. But my God, to do that to those folks? See, we don't have any sense of that. We whine, we complain, we bitch, we moan. We're mad, we're sad, we're angry, we're glad, whatever. When, egg prices are up, these people are dealing with war. Now, seriously, these people I just can't imagine somebody in that administration saying, I think it's a really good idea if you go over there. I do. I think it's a great idea for you to go over there, stand in the middle, and we'll turn the sirens on to make it look like you're. I am not voting for this guy based on that. I'm not voting for anybody that has ever been around this guy based on that. What he just did was evil. Pure, unadulterated evil. Hey, thanks for watching Don't At Me with me, Dan Dockich. Make sure to like, subscribe, or click the notification bell for more of my beautiful face. Check out my full show to my right, or watch this other video. See ya.